Collinwood before the turn of the century, a time of bizarre and frightening events. The two Collins children, Nora and Jameson, have been sent away to school against the wishes of their mother, a strange, mysterious woman only recently returned to Collinwood. Angered by the separation from her children, she has vowed that they will not spend another night in the school. Only moments after her vow was made, the school mysteriously caught fire.
Mommy! Darling, I've come to take you and Jameson away.
But I can't. The flames!
You must, darling. I can't reach you.
I can't.
Don't be afraid, Nora. Don't be afraid.
Mommy! 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 Mommy, come to me! Mommy!
Jameson. What about Jameson?
Oh, he's all right. He's all right, Miss Drummond, and Reverend Trask got everyone out.
Oh, thank God.
Well, what did you find?
The urn isn't there.
And now?
Well, we've got to find out where she keeps it.
But how? If this mysterious urn is a personal belonging, why ain't it in her room, huh?
Maybe because it's too valuable to her.
Too valuable? You did not tell me that before.
I am not talking about monetary value, Magda.
What other kind is there?
Listen, you've been close to her the past few days. Where does she go when she leaves a room?
She's only left the room twice. Once for a walk in the garden and once to visit the children's school.
What, have you noticed anything unusual about her behavior?
No, she seems to be the same as she was before she left Collinwood.
No, she isn't. She's not the same at all.
How is she different?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. It's too fantastic.
I am becoming more intrigued with this urn you are looking for. How do you know it exists?
Someone told me.
Who?
Magda, I'm not paying you to ask questions.
It is all so mysterious. We are looking for an urn. We do not know what it looks like or what it contains or even why we are looking.
I know why.
Then tell me.
After we find it.
May I ask you one question? Will you answer it?
What?
If it is not worth money, what is it worth?
Laura's life.
What do you mean?
You ask a question, you got an answer.
The answer frightens me. If you are going to harm her, I will not help you.
All I want is that Egyptian urn. After I get it, I give you my word, Magda. I won't touch a hair on Laura's head. Now, does that make you feel better?
Your word is not always very truthful. What happened?
There was a terrible fire at the school. Mr. Schroyer, if it hadn't been for him, Nora and I might have been burned alive.
Where's Jameson? Is he all right?
Oh, yes, he's all right. All the other children were gotten out in time. They're going to spend the night in Rockport.
Mr. Shaw wanted us to stay there, too, but I insisted Nora be brought back here. This is where she belongs. You're going to stay here, dear. You know you'll be safe here, don't you?
Yes. I'm so tired now.
Of course you are.
She should go to bed right away.
Oh, dear. I don't know if I can manage the stairs.
Oh, I can do that. Perhaps you'd better lie down and rest.
Oh, thank you.
Come into the drawing room with me, Mrs. Collins. Let me take care of you.
Thank you, Magda. Quentin, you better notify Edward what's happened.
I will when he gets back. He went to Collinsport about an hour ago.
Are you sure you are all right?
Yes. Would you be kind enough to get me some tea?
Of course.
Oh, thank you. Magda, would you close the doors, please?
I don't want you to let her out of your sight tonight, because she's going to lead us to the urn.
How do you know that?
I told you, Magda. Her life depends on it. You weren't leaving, were you?
No. What do you want?
Just to make sure you're all right. Can I offer you a brandy?
No, thank you. But I appreciate the concern.
So the little old schoolhouse burned down to the ground.
Yes. It was a terrifying sight.
And rather a bizarre way of getting the children out of the school and back home again.
What do you mean by that?
What do you think I mean?
Surely you're not suggesting I had anything to do with it.
Did you?
And risk the lives of my children?
No, I suppose not. I guess I was just fascinated by the way fire has played such an important part in your life this past year.
Would you leave the room, Quentin? I'd like to be alone.
Whatever you say, my dear.
Your tea, Mrs. Collins.
Thank you, Magda.
Is Mrs. Collins still in there?
Yes. Oh, before you go in, I'd like to know more about that fire.
Well, I'm not sure there's much I can tell you.
Well, don't you know how it started?
Well, it was all very strange. It was as if...
As if what?
Well, one minute everything was perfectly normal, and the next the entire building was in flames.
How strange.
Yes, we were very fortunate to get everyone out alive.
Oh. I'm beginning to feel a little better now, Magda.
But you still look very tired. You should go up to your room and get into your bed.
No, I don't want to do that.
But you have had a terrible experience.
Yes, but it's over now. Children are safe, that's all that matters. Oh, dear, I feel the need of a little air.
You're going outside?
Just for a few minutes. And then I'll retire for the evening. Oh, Mr. Shaw, how's Nora?
Fine, she'd like to see you.
Well, I'll go up and say goodnight when I go to my room.
If you're not feeling too ill, could I speak to you for a moment, Mrs. Collins? Do you mind?
Well, no, not at all. Magda, would you excuse us?
Of course.
What did you wish to talk about, Mr. Shaw?
There's something that's been puzzling me ever since the fire.
Oh, what is it?
How did you get into the room with Nora?
What an odd question. I walked in.
After the fire began?
Yes.
Well, then you knew she was in the room.
Yes, I was leaving the building when I smelled smoke. I was terrified, so I went back down the corridor to see if I could find out where it was coming from when I heard Nora screaming in a schoolroom, so I rushed in.
I see. Well, that's what's puzzling me. You see, I was in the corridor as well, and I didn't see you.
Sure. There was a great deal of excitement at that time. Everyone was rushing about, shouting, frightened. Any number of things might have happened that you didn't see.
Yes, I'm sure they might, but...
You know, I'm very glad we had this little talk. Because I intend to speak to Reverend Trask about you.
Reverend Trask?
Yes.
Why?
I think he should know the courage you displayed this evening.
There's no need to tell him that.
Oh, nonsense. Nora and I owe you our lives.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes. And I feel you should be properly rewarded for what you did. Now, Mr. Shaw, when you get back to Rockport, I want you to tell Reverend Trask to telephone me tomorrow. Will you do that?
Well, all right, but...
Fine. Good night, Mr. Shaw. And thank you again.
Good night, Mrs. Collins.
Mommy? Mommy, where are you going? Mommy? Mommy?
What are you doing out there?
Laura left the house a moment ago.
Well, why didn't you follow her? I told you not to let her out of your sight.
Because unfortunately, the little girl came downstairs and she followed her.
Well, which way'd she go? Maybe I can find out.
No. The best thing you can do is stay here and find out.
So what are you talking about?
If Laura wants to be alone, as you seem to think she does, then she will send the little girl back here, correct?
Yes.
Well, all we have to do is wait here and find out from the little girl where her mother went, yes?
Yes, of course.
Mommy?
Nora, you're supposed to be in bed.
But I waited for you to come and say goodnight to me, and you didn't come.
But I would have in a little while, darling.
Why did you come out here all alone?
Well, I was looking for something.
What?
Something I'd hidden here a long time ago.
Is that what's behind your back?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see it?
Yes, but it won't mean anything to you.
Why, it's just an urn.
Just an urn.
But why did you hide it out here?
Well, that's a little secret.
Can't you tell me? I like secrets.
I tell you what. You go back to the house right now and go to bed. I'll come to your room later and I'll tell you a wonderful story about this urn. Would you like that?
Yes. But can't you come back to the house with me now?
No, I can't, dear. I must stay here for a little while.
Why?
Well, I can't explain it, Nora. You must do as I say, darling. I promise I shall not disappoint you.
All right, Mommy. I'll be waiting for you.
Oh, hear me, Master. Bearer of warmth and fire. Giver of life and destroyer. Hear me. Grant me, through your flame, the energy and the sustenance that I must have.
little girl is returning.
Is Laura with her?
No, she's alone. You go into the drawing room and let me handle her alone. Nora, I was just coming out to look for you. Your mother will be very upset when she finds out that you left the house.
But I just saw my mother. She wasn't upset.
Oh? Where did you see her?
She was in the garden.
In the garden? What was she doing there?
I don't know. But she said she wanted to be left alone, so I came back here.
Good. It is very late. Come, I take you to your room. Well, what if she took the urn away?
No, she's hidden it here somewhere. I'm sure of it. All we got to do is find it.
It's a big place. We could be here all night.
Where did the child say Laura was standing?
Over there. What have you found?
I don't know yet.
Is that it?
Yes. Yes.
A worthless piece of junk.
No, not a worthless piece of junk. Oh, it's a very valuable and precious thing we have here, Magda. For it contains a flame. And not just an ordinary flame. Oh, no. This flame is capable of giving life. But if it were to be snuffed out, the life would be snuffed out with it. How will it happen, I wonder? Just like that? Or will the energy just slowly be drained out of her? We'll know soon enough. Goodbye, Laura.
No! No! No!